Imagine you're building your dream PC. You've saved for months, picked the perfect GPU, and found a high-end CPU. But then you look at the memory. A simple 64GB kit of DDR5, something that was a standard mid-range upgrade just a year ago, is now priced like a luxury watch. We are currently witnessing a global reallocation of resources that hasn't been seen since the Industrial Revolution. This isn't just a shortage, it's a calculated abandonment of the consumer market. My team has analyzed the data, and the conclusion is chilling. The memory inside your computer has become a commodity too valuable for you to own. The giants of the memory world, Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron, have found a new customer. One that doesn't care about a 300% price hike because they have trillions of dollars in venture capital to burn. That customer is artificial intelligence. To feed the insatiable hunger of AI data centers, the production lines that once made your DDR5 sticks are being ripped out and replaced with HBM, high-bandwidth memory. My team has discovered that for every AI chip NVIDIA produces, it requires thousands of times more memory bandwidth than your gaming PC. And to fulfill that demand, the manufacturers have made a choice. They are leaving the average consumer in the dust. This is the birth of the Silicon Famine, a period where human progress for the individual is being paused to fuel the progress of the machine. In late 2024, you could find these for under $200. Today, the same kits are being listed at market price, fluctuating like commodities in a war zone. This has effectively killed the budget PC niche. If the RAM alone costs as much as a mid-range GPU used to, the math for a custom build simply doesn't work anymore. For the first time in 30 years, PC building is no longer a cost-effective alternative to pre-builts. It's a luxury hobby for the ultra-wealthy. But it's not just the enthusiasts who are hurting. My team's investigation into the laptop market reveals that brands like Dell, HP, and Apple are quietly raising their base model prices while keeping the specs lower than ever. We are seeing $1,500 laptops still shipping with 8 GB of RAM because the manufacturers can't afford to put in more without destroying their profit margins. They are passing the AI memory tax directly to you, the student, the office worker, and the creative professional. They are banking on the fact that you won't realize why your new computer feels sluggish. They are hiding the truth behind marketing buzzwords like AI ready, while the hardware itself is actually a step backward. The real scandal lies in what's happening behind closed doors in the semiconductor fabs of South Korea and Taiwan. My team has seen internal reports of intentional undersupply. By keeping consumer DRAM production low, the big three manufacturers can keep prices artificially high while they focus 100% of their R&D on HBM4 and CXL, Compute Express Link technologies. These are the tools of the silicon sovereigns, the massive AI models that are rewriting the rules of our society. We are moving toward a future where local compute is a luxury of the past. If you can't afford the skyrocketing price of memory, big tech has a solution for you: cloud computing. They want you to stop owning hardware entirely and rent your RAM from their servers. This is the ultimate goal of the RAM crisis. By making the hardware unaffordable, they force you into a permanent subscription model. My team suggests that this is the final stage of digital feudalism. You will no longer own your processing power. You will lease it from a corporation that can turn it off the moment your credit card expires. Is there a way out? My team has looked into the secondary market, and even there, the prices are rising. People are hoarding older DDR4 and DDR5 kits like they are gold bars. The right-to-repair movement is now shifting into a right-to-own movement. We are seeing the rise of niche manufacturers trying to fill the gap, but they are being crushed by the supply chain dominance of the big three. The RAM crisis isn't a glitch in the system, it's a feature of the new economy. As the world races to build the next great AI, the tools we use for our daily lives are being sacrificed on the altar of progress. We are being left with the scraps of a silicon feast we weren't even invited to. If we don't demand a return to consumer-first manufacturing, the personal computer will become nothing more than a terminal for a corporate-owned brain. We are at a crossroads. Either we fight for the right to own the hardware that powers our lives, or we accept a future where we are merely tenants in a digital world we built. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to join my team as we continue to expose the forces reshaping our digital lives.